Step my name and my image. I stand in their chest. I hustle.
Welcome, everyone, to Noche and Beyond. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. Our game tonight featuring the Orlando. Looking ahead, Brent, how excited are you for the playoffs?
Well, just fired up for the level of competition that steps up tenfold, Kevin. And you know this. We've seen so many great performances come playoff time. Teams are fired up, young guys who are going to get this experience for the first time. But it's the stars that shine in the playoffs, and we are that close.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The post-pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Levine, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. Here's Sabonis, and it's Orlando with the rebound. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with the win.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Well, the second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
That's good from Wagner. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Pass to Murray. DeRozan in the corner. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Tormenting his way through. DeRozan showing what he's made of.
Caldwell Pope outside. Joseph against Ellis, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
The Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Sabonis, high post. Over Carter, and it falls over the rim and in.
Well, there's some stretch 4 ability shown off there by Sabonis.
Pass to Banchero. Down low with the shot, and Carter with the basket on the assist from Banchero.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Here's DeRozan. Banchero grabs the board. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to the Mavericks.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
Maybe should have. The score doesn't indicate just how well they competed in that game. For the majority of it, they look like the better team.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons. For Jonas Valanciunas,
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And with his hard-charging style, DeRozan gets himself to the line quite a bit, and it helps that he can finish through contact.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
At the line for the Kings.
One shot.
DeMar DeRozan. At the line for one.
On the free throw, no good. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper on.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Murray outside. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. Over Carter. Bank shot. No good.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Sabonis with the steal. Pass to DeRozan. Murray looking around. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Magic leading by 7. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. When I asked Coach about his top priority of this game, he said, without hesitating, containing Sabonis. He added, he's a skilled low-post player who plays with a lot of power. And when he's not scoring, he's making plays for his teammates. So the defense has its work cut out for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Another miss by Orlando.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Wagner. Here is Carter, defended by Sabonis. And here's Joseph for 3. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. DeRozan passes to Murray. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
The Kings have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
First one falls for him. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
See the numbers for Paolo Banchero.
What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. And with a top 20 ranking and field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. Wagner with a screen for Carter. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Ellis, the pass to DeRozan. A shake. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. 3-point lead.
Yeah, Wagner in attack mode there.
And DeRozan kicks to Sabonis. Here's Levine. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. No good from outside. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
And then Carter with the dunk.
And because of Carter Jr.'s finesse and athleticism, his teammates trust him to finish those alley-oops in style.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. We've got a lineup change here for Sacramento. And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. Fifth is Wendell Carter.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Miles passes to Fultz. Monk outside. Clock at 6. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Here's Banchero. It's hauled in by Lyles.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Pass to Valanciunas. Over Carter. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Punishing inside Valanciunas, getting room to do damage.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Magic leading by 3. Pass to De Silva. Here's Houston. Isaac a screen. Another miss by Orlando. Here's Monk. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Monk, the pass to Valanciunas. Now Fultz. And Valanciunas kicks to Lyles. It's deflected, and he gets it back. 3-on-3. Here's Isaac. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you want to see that. Isaac getting deep post position. He loves putting the defense in a tough spot, always looking to get to the line.
At the line for 2, Jonathan Isaac.
First free throw is good.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
That one misses.
And Isaac really continues to intrigue you. A 6'10" forward who's just got great agility and can be a nightmare in transition.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
But that screen wasn't quite as effective as it could be. However, they find a way to get it done. Credit the shooter for overcoming that aggressive defense.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
For Orlando, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Jones checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Jay Crowder comes in for McDermott. And it's Carter in for Markelle Fultz.
At the line.
The Kings trailed by 5. Here is Carter. Jones sets the pick for Monk. Back to Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Lyles no good. The Magic shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. In the corner, Crowder with it. Pass to Monk. Now here is Carter. Lyles with it. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Black, defended by Carter. Isaac a screen on Carter. Drives to the hoop. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Orlando shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
The first free throw is good. And the Kings making a change here. Crawford's checked in. And he makes both free throws. The Kings trailed by 4. .136 left to play here in the first. Carter for 3, and another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Isaac outside. Drills it from outside.
And you just can't let Isaac get that much room to shoot it from deep. He's a very consistent three-point shooter with a fluid shooting form.
And it's Carter missing. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. 4-point game. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. That one drops for him. Black's got 7 points in the game.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Pass to Lyles. Shoots over Isaac. Shot's good by Lyles. And that does it for the first quarter. Magic out in front, up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Now, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On the court right now for the Kings, Keegan Murray is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's McDermott. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Fultz in at the point guard position. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And that one's good, Wagner.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
LaVine sets the screen for Fultz. Pass to McDermott. Al LaVine. Just 5 to shoot. Fultz the pass to Murray. McDermott for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. McDermott's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's a screen. Here's Black. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots the 3. Brett, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA, to have shooting bigs, JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you. And Valanciunas, a seasoned veteran now that you basically can count on as a double-double guy, even in limited minutes. He really does a great job of controlling the paint.
Sacramento making a switch here. Monk's checked in.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Wagner from long range. Bitadze can't hit. The Kings trailed by 4. Here's Murray. Rejected by Banchero.
Man, that's a full stretch on that block by Banchero, using all of his length.
Houston passes to Bitadze. Here's Black. Monk defending. Black, no good.
His touch from mid-range, and that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Pass to Valanciunas. Outside, LaVine. Here's the 3. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Bitadze. He's covered by Murray. Wagner wide open. Drains the three-pointer. Wagner's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic.
And every year it seems Wagner gains more confidence, and it's starting to show on shots like that.
Timeout called by the Kings. And the Magic making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Sacramento also making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Murray. And Trey Lyles subbed in for Levine. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Monk. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Caldwell Pope.
Monk usually solid here.
For Sacramento, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
At the line for the Kings, Malik Monk. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Monk. Hey, Brent, you spent a bunch of your career as a scoring guard off the bench. A lot like Malik Monk.
Well, not quite like Malik Monk, but this guy has been unbelievable. The way that he changes the pace of a game with scoring. It reminds me of a younger version of Jamal Crawford, who obviously won 3 Six-Man of the Year titles. This guy is so explosive and so confident. He has leaned into the role of being a difference maker as a 6-man.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Offensive rebound. Fires for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Lyles got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Caldwell Pope outside. It's good from long range. Caldwell Pope's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. DeRozan for 3. Rebound by the Magic.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's DeRozan. Banked in off the glass. DeRozan's got 10.
What a warrior this guy is. DeRozan showing how dangerous he is shooting even while under pressure. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Magic have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
At the line for Orlando, Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
And just not the guy you want shooting the ball from the free throw line against you. Caldwell Pope can more than hold his own.
And the Magic making a change here. Joseph's checked in. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but They got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Fires top of the key. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Wagner's got the lead up to 11 now for the Magic. Monk, the pass to Sabonis. And here is Lyles. Lyles a screen on Wagner. And it's DeRozan missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Lyles against Joseph. Now, here's Banchero. He's covered closely. Shot by Joseph, no good. The Kings trail by 11. McDermott passes to Sabonis. Pass to Lyles. Over Joseph. Lyles, no good.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Banchero, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
That free throw, good from Banchero.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Orlando making some changes. Isaac's checked in for Goga Bitadze. And it's Anthony Black in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
Lyles kicks to Crawford. Pass to Fultz. And he nails the jumper.
That's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Banchero outside. Magic moving the ball around. They set the pick. Shot on the wing, and he hits the jump shot. Banchero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jonathan Isaac. The Kings have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. And that one falls for Jones.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Zach LaVine's checked in for the Kings. And so Jones nails both of them. Here's Wagner. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas. Here's the screen. Pass to Black. Puts up a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Black's got the lead up to 13 now for Orlando.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Jones, the pass to Lyles. Here's Wagner. There's the lob to Banchero. It's stolen by Jones. Outside, LaVine. Lyles hits a screen for LaVine. Hits it from three-point range. LaVine's got his second basket of the night.
And LaVine is a volume three-point shooter. Good to see him knock it down from deep.
To the paint, here's Banchero. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
Here's LaVine. Orlando grabs the miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be Wagner shooting. It's going to be on Jay Crowder. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Orlando making some changes. Carter comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Black. Sacramento also making some changes. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Lyles. And Keegan Murray's subbed in for Crowder.
And for his position, Franz Wagner gives you everything you could ask for. Passing, rebounding, scoring, and he competes defensively as well.
And Valanciunas kicks to Levine. Jones with the screen on Caldwell-Pope. Again, Levine missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Carter against Jones. 5 to shoot. Poked away. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And check it out, some numbers for Paolo Banchero.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Pass to Murray. And here's Jones. He's covered by Banchero. Shot from the top of the key. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pass to Valanciunas. Caldwell-Pope against Fultz. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. Fourth, the Magic.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
And the length and speed of Fultz makes him deadly. Excellent at shooting the ball and a super aggressive defender.
And the second free throw, good.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
Back to Wagner. And finish off by Wagner.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Valanciunas. Sacramento again missing. Caldwell-Pope passes to Joseph. Wagner outside. Over Murray. And it's Wagner missing. And so it's Franz Wagner making highlights for Orlando. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important?
I mean, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot. And we got offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
You know, for Orlando, they're right around where we expected them to be at this point. Nothing to be ashamed of. They've had some great wins, and now they know exactly what they need to work on to become contenders next year.
And let's turn to the game we've been watching. It was a fantastic first half for Paolo Banchero.
His selections is touch phenomenal. It's the kind of shooting night some people dream about. Except for me. He's doing it in real life. You know what I mean, Ernie?
Yeah, I do. Efficient, effective, and making it look effortless.
Effortless.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Without question, Franz Wagner displaying his skills today.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Joseph in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando.
And Caldwell Pope has improved as a passer. Nice to see that development in his game.
For three, Levine, and he's good on the three ball. Levine's got 8 points.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Pass to Carter. Over Sabonis. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here's Levine who brings it up for Sacramento. Down by 15. Murray down low. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Near the three-point line, it's Ellis. Money from the wing. Ellis has got his first points of the night.
And boy, Murray just understands the game. Everything looks like it comes easy to him, including making plays for others.
Here's Banchero. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 14.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA, thanks.
First team foul.
In 2023, and Brent, you and I remember this, Keegan Murray set an NBA record with 11 consecutive threes in one game.
What an unbelievable night to witness that kind of consistency in a guy locked in like that. I mean, that's different, and it speaks to Murray's focus. But this guy has so much more to contribute to a team and room to grow. That night was special, Kevin.
Timeout called by the Kings. Only 5 games left in the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is going to stack up out east. You look at Orlando. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that.
And when I look at Orlando, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
Ellis, the pass to Levine. Here's Murray up on top. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And it's Banchero missing. The Kings trail by 12. Pass to Levine. Left side, DeRozan. Now Murray. He's covered by Banchero. It's stolen by Banchero. Here's Wagner. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
A nice balance by Wagner, taking the hit like a champ and working through it.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Lyles check in for Keegan Murray.
First personal foul. First team foul.
That's good from Wagner. Sacramento with the ball. 15-point game. Dean passes to Lyles. Here's DeRozan. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And if you give him a sliver of daylight, DeMar DeRozan will eat your lunch from the mid-range.
Joseph finds Carter. Wagner against DeRozan. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Unloads from 13. Carter on the wing. A three-pointer is right on target. Carter's got 5 points in the quarter.
And when you call a play for Carter Jr., you really want to get him something in rhythm. Great execution there.
Rejected by Banchero.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Carter sets the pick for Wagner. And it's good off the back rim and in. Wagner's got 28 points for the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Joseph, that's good.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide-open three.
Sabonis feeling it out a bit. Back to DeRozan. They need this. The shot misses. Nice defense from Wagner. Caldwell Pope dishes to Banchero. For the three. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Kicks it out to Ellis. Pass to DeRozan. On the wing, Levine. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Levine's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Kings. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Kings will go for a different look here. Crowder, he's checked in for Sabonis. McDermott comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Monk's checked in for Levine. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Ellis. Here's Banchero. He's got 14. The tray. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Fultz, no good. Magic leading by 18. Monk with the ball. Fultz kicks to Monk. Pulls up, high post. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And you see the improvement in that mid-range game by Monk. He really wants to be a knockdown threat from all 3 levels on the floor.
Here's Black. It's hauled in by Lyles. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Sacramento. And here is Monk. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Banchero is screen on Fultz. Here's Vitadze, covered by Lyles. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first. So both teams making some changes here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Kings trailed by 18. Fultz, the bounce pass. Outside, Jones. In the corner, it's Monk. Baseline J on the way. The Magic have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Count that one from Isaac.
And one area Isaac must continue to improve upon. Has the size to dominate inside. Now just needs to add the muscle.
Valanciunas passes to Fultz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been in a groove from the free throw line since the All-Star break. The Kings in second.
They are really dialed in at the line, especially since the break. I mean, really shooting an impressive percentage from the line.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. The Kings trailed by 21. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
It's stolen by Jones. Now here's Fultz. 5 points in the game. Valanciunas sets a screen for Monk. Nailed from three-point land. Monk's got 7 points.
Oh, Monk dangerous from downtown. He gets him up with some volume.
Black kicks to Isaac. Here's Black. 13 points in the game. It's good on the putback. And the Magic lead by 20.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Yeah, and Fultz is a capable shooter. I like seeing him get going here in that mid-range.
Pass to Isaac. Here's Houston. Here's Bitadze. And good that time. Bitadze's got his second bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
On its way from Monk for two. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Black, no good. The Kings trailed by 18. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. Isaac misses. And so it's the Orlando Magic with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Right back after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Sacramento, we've got Ellis. DeRozan out there with Lyons. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Levine at the shooting guard position. DeRozan, good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Black the pass to Caldwell Pope. Banchero with the ball. Covered by Lyons. Here's Houston. Good on the triple. Houston's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And one on Caldwell Pope.
And if you go over the course of his career, DeRozan has increased his trips to the line. I mean, thanks in large part to getting more aggressive offensively.
And he knocks down the first one. We've heard players and coaches complain, Brent, that the rules are too skewed in favor of the offense. You think that's true?
Well, Kevin, offense sells, and the fact that we've talked about how the league has increased pace, you don't really even have time to play defense in today's game. The one thing that I do like is that the league has allowed for some variance and some zone defense to start to be employed. So tactically, coaches are trying to throw different strategies out there, but man to man, it's hard.
Pass to Banchero. There's the 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Right side, DeRozan. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Boy, DeRozan, he is on it right now and has been all night.
Tries the spin move. Here's Isaac. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Banchero passes to Isaac. That 3 off the mark. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Kings. Trailing by 17. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Pass to Lyles. Sabonis a screen on Banchero. Shot's good by Lyles.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Levine kicks to Lyles. Back to Levine. Pass to Sabonis. Houston with the rebound. Houston's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Caldwell Pope passes to Black. Banchero a screen on Ellis. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Harris is checked in for Banchero. And Wagner's subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Monk's checked in for Sacramento. From outside, off the mark. Orlando leading by 16. Houston passes to Black. Wagner with it. Now guarded by Monk. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Defensive foul. Malik Monk. Second
Mind the
personal
lanes.
foul.
Mind the lanes.
First team foul. At the line for one, Franz Wagner.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Now Lyles. Again, the miss by the Kings. Wagner against DeRozan. Wagner passes to Houston. Here's Black. 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Wagner.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Lyles sets a screen for Sabonis. And DeRozan kicks to Lyles. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Lyles got 6 in the quarter.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
From the wing, DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 10 points here in the second half.
And this is DeRozan's go-to. He remains such an outstanding threat from the mid-range. And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Pass to Lyles. Back to Monk. Now, here's Sabonis. And stolen by Harris. DeRozan against Wagner. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Levine's shot is off.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game for the Magic. Queens checked in. And it's Banchero in for Jonathan Isaac. The Kings trail by 20. Levine with it. Pass to Lyles. Sabonis a screen on Banchero. Lyles kicks to DeRozan. For 3. Stolen. And here's the break. Here's Queen. The coast-to-coast dunk.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Pass to Lyles. 6 to shoot. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Sabonis has got 3 assists in the game. To the middle. It's stolen by Lyles. To the inside. Intercepted. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Lyles. Pass to Monk. Lyles hits a screen for Monk. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Deep 2 from Wagner. He squares up and sinks it. Wagner's got 39.
boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Monk, no one around him, and it's off from three-point range. Magic leading by 19. Bancaro, a screen on DeRozan. Green the pass to Bancaro. Rebound by the Kings. Lyles got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Levine. Here's Lyles. Back to Levine. Lyles sets a screen for Levine. Off target from outside. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. 22 is their biggest lead.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Bancaro can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Lyles kicks to Sabonis. Levine feeling it out a bit. Traps in the tray. Levine's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Franz Wagner.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. Bancaro outside. Orlando moving the ball around. Carter sets the pick for Joseph. Clock at 4. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Magic lead by 21.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times. That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Brent is a guy who has played with winning teams, been in terrific cultures, and currently in one with the Spurs. What do you think is more important, team culture or raw talent?
Well, I believe in the culture carrying teams to a championship, but you can't do that without talent. So it's got to be a blend of both, Kevin, in order for your team to perform at its highest level. Culture comes first.
That's good from Carter.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
Both good from the line that time. Sacramento's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Murray dishes to Levine, and that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Magic on defense. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Caldwell Pope outside. Carter, the pass to Wagner. Banchero with the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
A 2-game season series. They win them both. They complete the sweep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Franz Wagner.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
He hits the second from the line. The Kings shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. On the wing, Murray. Screen by Ellis. And Keegan Murray, good for 3. Here's Orlando now. They have a 19-point lead. Banchero left side. Pass to Joseph. Carter with a screen on Ellis. Here's Joseph, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
4th team foul. At the line for Orlando.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And he can't hit the second. 23 seconds left in the game. And here's Levine. Here's DeRozan. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin